All right, guys, what is going on? What's good? What's good? Hope you guys are blessed, man. Hopefully you're blessed, because the markets are blessing today. 100%. Euro blessed. The camera may or may not be blessed. We'll figure it out. British pound blessed as well. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, she she just gave us a nasty down candle, but that's all right. But that's all right. But yeah, man. Yeah. Who watched Euro during London or even during New York? What was the expectation? It wasn't. We talked about this in the Discord. We talked about this in the Discord. Oh, we have a slight divergence here as well. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. But what's good? Willow, Naruto, Andreas, Eli, Nina, Sean, Jareth. What up? What up, man? You guys, drop a like if you're here. Drop a like if you like trading. How about that? Naruto's painting again. Nice. Well, the market's been painting some beautiful setups too, you know, which is great. It's always nice. It is always nice. Secured 1.5% on Euro. Went in a little light leverage, but we got that 3-to-1. I like it. Nina, the expectation was long, and it went long. It definitely did. It definitely did. Did I don't remember what I showed you. Was it the 15 or the 1 hour? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It might have been the 15, I feel like. Because otherwise I wouldn't have labeled the 1 hour the 1 hour. Okay, that's fine. So, well, I guess we could probably discuss it. I guess we probably could. What's good, Nikki? Let me turn my mouse highlight on real quick. Oh, and I did record today's price action too. I'll have to edit that video. But it's not a lot though. But you guys, I feel like some of you like the recordings, so we'll roll with it. So I guess at a fundamental level, one of the first things that we look for is what? When you hop onto a chart, what do your eyes go to? What do your eyes? Oh, shit. Damn. That's a ferocious down candle right there. Ooh, Nasdaq too. Ripping faces. Ripping faces. What is the first thing your eyes go to? Where is the money? AKA, where's the liquidity? Equal highs or lows? Where is the money? Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. On Twitter, I shared a PDF. I don't remember which one it was. Inner range liquidity. I did share that with the public. And I am going to share another one. Did I say this week? I think Thursday. Thursday, I'm going to share another one for the public. But for the Discord, I shared one on the imbalance, right? It's a very simple imbalance model, right? I mean, I literally cannot break down the imbalance model any more than it's already been done. I mean, if anything, you'd have to add like the timing, but I feel like you guys should know that by now. But in any case, when we look at a chart, or when I look at a chart, first thing my eyes go to, my attention goes to, is equal highs and equal lows. Okay. We have very clean lows here on the S&P at 43.66. Yeah, and a quarter, but 66 if we round down. So I did mention that earlier today. What does this up here happen to be? Well, in all seriousness, I didn't think we would get there today, but you know, market tells me what to do, not the other way around. But this is a daily imbalance up here. So we have Sunday's gap, we gapped down, which is not bearish. Someone posted that it was bearish, and I said that's not true. We've rallied, and then today has rallied as well up into here. We almost hit that 420 level. We got to 4,419. So that's kind of a shame. That would have been much better if we got that 420 level. Market said, screw you, we're not doing it. That's all right. But anyway, we have hit this daily imbalance up here, and obviously have reacted very aggressively. So do I think 43.66 could be on the table for today? I think it's possible, but we would need some pretty heavy movement to the downside if we're going to get there. And what I mean is, we've seen quite a bit of volatility already. We saw a 50-point move on the upside. Okay. And so we would need essentially I guess another 30 plus to get to the downside. So I could see it. But the difference here is Dow Jones made a higher low here. Nasdaq, the low is different, but meaning like our current low of the day for Nasdaq, it was lower here. So the lows are all different. And if I had to pick one to go with, it would probably be either Dow, because these, like this, the low on the right is slightly higher. I would either go with Dow or with the S&P. Okay. They're just too clean. I mean, this is perfect. I mean, this is absolute just chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? 43.66 and a corner. 43.66 and a quarter. I mean, it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if that is what we're expecting, then we have obviously got emphasis on the downside. I mean, this is a fat imbalance right here. So I guess I could see a return up into this and then rip everyone a new one to go lower. I haven't looked at SPY today. I haven't looked at any of the ETFs today. I just got off the phone actually with Siva. We were talking for a minute, and then I went, oh shit, I got to stream in 5 minutes. So, you know, time flies, right? And I guess in that sense, we don't have the same lows on the ETF side. But the futures do look good. They look pretty good. So this is also a large consolidation too. Did you notice that? Well, the drawing's never going to be perfect, but you do have this big old consolidation. So this may end up being a classic sell day. Consolidate, run up higher, and then just dump. I can see that too. But anyway, this idea is basically the inverse of what we did with the euro, and that's why I pointed that out last night. Okay, let's go over to euro real quick and we look at it. Now the currencies, I think, to be honest, I think that we're a little bit sloppy. I'm still long British pound. I've already taken partials and I'm holding, I think, half or maybe slightly like 40% maybe of the original position. But in any sense, euro, right? Clean highs. We dropped down on Monday, London, and here's New York as well. So London and New York ends up respecting this 1 hour imbalance. You see that? Like it does trade to the lower end of it. And you're probably right, Trina. There probably is a divergence. I'm assuming. They usually do that. They don't always do that, but they usually do that when they form a high or a low. That's why I trust when the high or low has been set. High or low has been set in that case. 50% of the volume gap. That's probably important too. The 1 hour time frame, okay? It does come down to the lower end of that. And it respects it though. We trade higher, retracement, higher. Now, I wasn't going to mark this up, but I did have this distinctive low in mind. I figured, all right, it might run that and then go higher. In which it did, which was honestly, which was really fucking cool. I should have marked it up. I chose not to. I wasn't trying to be like a, super badass in that sense, but it's just, why would that happen? Why would that happen? Well, if you think back to your notes the last couple of weeks, I've said time and time again, before the market goes higher, it typically goes lower first, right? I mean, have I not mentioned that before? Have I not been saying that? So it's just a simple idea where the market's obviously in a premium here, right? And then it drops lower to take a short-term low, right? It's trailing stops, in my opinion. Anyone who's been long from down here, or even Monday, I guess in the late evening time for whatever reason, but someone's long from down here, market's making higher highs, right? So where do the stops get jammed up to? The most recent low. Look how obvious this is. What I'm saying is, look at this space from this low up to this high. Just that by itself. Okay, don't look at anything else. Just take everything else off. Okay. It is hard to do that here, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? That's the only low that's there. That is the only one. And if it's obvious to you, it's obvious to everyone else. Right? That's even like a small time frame stop run right there too. But in any sense, this is why I think the markets do this kind of shit, right? People say the market's not rigged. They don't know what they're talking about. Think about it. Okay? Think about it. If you're looking at this, right? If you're in the Discord, which all of you should be, but if you're not, you need to get the fuck in there. But for those of you that are in there, go look at it, right? Look at that first image. And you can tell. I think it was somewhere in here. Because it was like right before bed. I'm like half asleep. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And then it's like right in here. I'm like, okay, we're probably going to head up here. So then again, where are the stops? There's only one low. Not two, not three, not a series. There's just one. Just one. So to me, that's what makes the case for price action to do this. Dip below the low. It did that twice. That's fine. And then what does it run for? Look at this, bro. Look at this. You remember how I told you guys? I fucking do this all the time. Remember how I told you guys when the market's going to seek liquidity, it's not going to be slow and, lethargic like you after a Thanksgiving meal. You know what I'm saying? You got to unbutton your pants a little bit. We're not going to get into details, but you know how lethargic you are after you eat as much as you can, right? We've all done it. So look at this. Look how consecutive that is. That's the type of trade you want. You want to get long and ride this wave, bro. How many is that? 60, 70 pips, maybe? 75 at the most. Oh, plus or minus spread. We'll just round down to 50. Fine. That's a beautiful run, right? And then we do end up seeing a continuation higher after a deep retracement. But why would this happen here? Well, British pound. Okay. Let's go see what is taking place over here. The highs and lows are slightly different. And I did post some of these markups in the Discord as well, so you can go take a look if you haven't seen it already. But the low here is that 1 hour on the 1 hour imbalance on euro. Okay, well, British pound also trades higher, trades back into Sunday's gap as well. I would definitely note that. Okay, I would definitely note that. This gap here, right? Trades through it, back into it. Okay, that's noteworthy. And then same thing. Look at this low up to this high. That's the only low, bro. That is the only one. Market trades below that, trades into this imbalance here, runs up there. Okay. Then we trade back down. Now, this is where it gets fun. And this is the part that I recorded. Okay. What do you see right here? This is a slightly higher high, but in other feeds, these were equal. All right. So you have these highs here. This is also a general consolidation, right? You know, I wonder if it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I told you to go back and start studying consolidations, right? Study consolidations. I said backtest consolidations, right? Because I just want to waste your time. No, bro, no. It's so you can understand what the fuck price is doing. That's why. Okay? Consolidation here, minus this bullshit right here. But this is general consolidation. Market drops lower during, well, London and New York is about right here. Starts to trade higher. Okay, so what's happening at that particular price point? What's happening here? We have a high here. You have a higher high here. Simple. What is that? Well, that's a break of structure. Okay. All right. Anyone and their mom can see that. A toddler could see that. Yeah, that's higher. Okay. When price made this run higher, did it leave anything behind? On a 15-minute, did it leave? Well, oh yeah, no, I did. Okay. I was about to say the other feed I had looked slightly different, but on a 15-minute time frame, when this candle closed, did it leave anything? Yeah, it did. It left an imbalance. Okay, here's your note-taking moment. Here's your highlight of the day. There's an imbalance on the way to liquidity. There it is. It's right there. It's right there. For everybody to see. Now the 5-minute, it was a little bit deeper. Okay? It's a little bit deeper. That's all right. Okay. This high, down to this low. Okay. What was this again? Oh, that was Sunday's gap. That's right. Trying to figure out what that was. These highs to this low. We rally, break a structure, right? Where's our 50% of the range? At 50%, John. It's right there. If you can put your mouse on it. Okay. There's your 50%, 122.55. Where is that imbalance? Where is it? Where is it? Put it in the chat. Where is it at? Oh man, we definitely got a pullback. There's your range. When price is in here, right? Below 50%, says Andres. Discount, says Torty Duranis. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So that is at 9:45 Central Time in the morning. That's your discount long. Here's another imbalance on the way to what? On the way to these highs. So that is a late entry. And then what did British pound do that euro did as well during London? It magically sprints for those highs. Hello. Cake. That's why I put that LeBron gif in there. That's too easy. It's too easy. The markets are simple, man. Those trading models I get, well, the mitigation model I think is a little bit complicated, but that's because it's more specific. There's a lot like going on. But the imbalance model, I mean, it's very similar. It's just you're finding an imbalance that's on the way to liquidity, whether it's in a discount or a premium. Okay, because this to me is a premium on the higher time frame, yes. But in any case, bro, 60 up to 80, that's what? 20 pips. Up to 90, that's 30 pips, 20, 30 pips, man. Or from the 50s up to 80s, I guess. Yeah, it's about 30, 35 pips on this run here. Simple, man. It's fucking simple, bro. And then this is what I was saying a minute ago. If we delete all this now, what I was saying right at the beginning was like a higher high here on British pound and then a lower high on euro. So that to me signifies some distribution, and then we see that. So it may come down and get me out. If it does, it does. I'm already out on half anyway, so whatever happens, happens. Okay? Simple as that. So now take this idea and invert it. Invert it for what we have on the indices today. Let me see. What I don't like, I think we could hit the lows, but what I don't like is when we do shit like this. Right at the start of 12 p.m., we leave no wick on the upside. We just immediately trade down. That I don't care for. Because when I look at that, I always think to myself, it may come back up for this, even though it doesn't have to. So like say, for example, well, they all kind of did that. The Nasdaq kind of let the small wick right there. But what I'm saying is, when I look at this, I would have much rather had that. Like if that would have printed, oh my heavens, that I would really like, because that would signify a stop run after a long move higher. We've got equal lows, consolidation on the downside. Like that to me, I would have been like, that's the fucking high of the day. I'd have been like, that's it right there. We just got to find a short. Imbalance here, premium, like, dude. Inside of a daily imbalance, dude. Come on. You know? That's the thought process, okay? So now when I look at this, how it is, I look at these candles here and I'm just like, it may not have made a high of the day. It may not have. There's also other information that I need to work with that I haven't looked at. We deleted everything. Here's one issue that I have. There's something I want to get into, but I'm not going to get into it because I'm trying to be very professional. well, professional to one degree or another, but basically someone on Twitter said that they were bearish on indices, and that's not the case at all. For the week is what I thought, because if we go look at SPY, okay, and this was pointed out last week, I'm pretty sure, and if I didn't, then I'm a terrible mentor. I'm terrible if that is the case. But we do have this gap back here in May on the weekly time frame. Yeah. Why does it go? Why does it? The market might have been closed on that Monday. All right. Anyway, so you look at this. What happened last week? Well, last week we dropped down and into that gap, right? I wonder if we were looking for longs down there. I don't know. Maybe not. But the week came off of that and closed higher. So it's like, okay, we might actually be bullish. We might actually be bullish in a sense. So what are we likely to reach for? And that's when I marked that daily imbalance on the future side. And I haven't looked at ETFs today, but I just looked at this, and I guess we had this gap here too. And we met that perfectly, quite perfectly. So the market does what? Trades from liquidity to liquidity, and then trades from what? Imbalance to imbalance. How many times do I got to repeat myself? How many times? I mean, I will. Obviously, as a teacher, you have to, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the things that I teach you have been, you see this over and over again. You see it week in and week out. If you like what you've seen so far, there's like 40 people on here. We only have 17 likes. If you could like the stream, I would greatly appreciate that. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're getting some value. If you think you're getting value. I mean, I like to think so. I would like to think so. Okay. I could be wrong. You might not. You know, but I mean, shit. It's free. It's free to do. So, all in all, we have traded higher off a weekly gap. We traded into a daily gap or daily imbalance on the future side. So if it were up to me, you know, on an intraday basis, I would have to roll with the idea of shorts. So here's the thing. There are a few different possibilities here. Meaning, like, when you have a price leg, okay? Trending market, if you want to. Like, if you got something like this, okay? The opportunities are everywhere, because you could have, say, an imbalance here. You could have a down candle in here. Maybe you can have another imbalance here. Like, there's not just one opportunity. Okay, the market almost never does that. If you scan through the time frames, and especially with order flow, you're going to understand that there's almost always multiple opportunities. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we have this imbalance here. That could be one, or we could wait to see if it gets respected, then dumps, then play maybe a later retracement to go lower. You see what I'm saying? So if it was up to me, if I was trying to get the biggest move, like if I was 100% confident, not 100% as in it's going to happen, but I'm saying if I was highly confident in this idea, then I would short this imbalance here. Today, I feel like, you know what? Let me get a stronger sell-off and see if we leave something there to play later. So I'm kind of waiting a little bit. Like, let me further explain. Let's come back to British pound, right? We look at British pound. What I'm saying is in a hindsight perspective, because I was not up for London, and this is why I dropped the idea before I went to bed, because I'm like, I'm not going to be up. But if you do trade London, I want you to like look at this, right? And so that's what I was saying. If we look at all of this price action in here, okay, you had an opportunity in here, or like maybe playing some of these retracements in here. So there could have been one or two opportunities there. There's a couple opportunities in there, and then that imbalance there and that imbalance here. So in any case, the market has traded higher. You can count the number of opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. You don't have to get the lowest low or even the next available low. These lows or this imbalance in here and this one in here are still fine. They're just late entries. They happen a little bit later. That's why I call them that. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm saying. If we flip this idea for indices and go, we could short this imbalance with a stop up here. You know, if it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. You know, if you risk something, that's what you risk. Or you go, well, I'm not confident yet. I don't know. We might trade higher, John. Okay, well then wait. Wait, see what happens. Because here's the thing. If you're not confident, you go, okay, well, it trades up and then, oh shit, it makes a new high. Well, glad I didn't short, right? Whereas if you wait a little bit longer and get a later entry, the market has shown you its hand so much already that that last leg to go lower is, I'm not going to say guaranteed because I never want to say that, but it's like that last leg is the one, bro. It's the one. Have you ever noticed that, dude? Have y'all ever noticed that? Have y'all ever noticed that? It's the last leg to go to the highs. It's the last leg that you get almost no drawdown. Almost none. If you were trading on a 15-minute time frame today, okay? John, I don't like the 1 minute. I don't like the 5 minute. I don't like, 15-minute is like my lowest time frame I'll go. All right. I'm not going to knock you for it. That's fine. You do you. Okay. 122.56. You would have taken some drawdown about 16 pips plus spread. So maybe like 20. Okay. There was drawdown on that, but it's still like boomed in your direction. That's fine. That's good. Me, shit. I don't like 16 pips of drawdown. I don't want 16 pips of drawdown. So obviously this lower imbalance would have been the one, right? Or this one right here. You wouldn't have got 16. You'd have got 4. 4. I can handle 4. I can definitely handle 4. That's not a problem. 4 fucking pips? Shit. Sometimes spreads are bigger than that. Okay? Almost no drawdown, and then the sprint, right? The sprint. It's that last leg. It ain't the first leg. It's the last leg. Think of it. What's that shit called, bro? Who here did track and field when they were younger? Or who watches the Olympics? What's it called? The relay? Is it a relay? The one where you run and then you hand off the baton to the next person, and then they run and hand it off to the next person. What is that called? Is that a relay? The relay race? I'm not sure, bro. You know me. I'm like, fuck sports. You know? Okay. So, dude, I saw a video of this happened a few years ago. and it was African American females, and bro, they fucking dominated. I mean, it wasn't even fucking close, not even close. I don't know who they were. I don't know if it was college or I have no idea, but I saw it on Twitter, and these chicks, oh my heavens, it was ridiculous. I mean, bro, when I say ridiculous, it didn't even make sense. I'm like, fuck. I didn't even know people could do that. But it was that last girl who absolutely, I mean, I don't know how her shoes were not on fire at the end of it. Right? These chicks were zooming. And that last one, she smoked everybody. Everybody. I mean, dude, it was like probably 10, 15 seconds until the next person came through second place. I was like, Jesus, we could have a barbecue in between the time it took between first and second place. It was wild. And that's what I'm saying this is. It's that last leg. That fourth person is handing it off to the fifth girl, or the fourth one. I don't know how many there are, but they're handing off that baton right at this imbalance. And it's the last person to sprint, and she absolutely smokes everybody. And that's what's happening here, dude. That's what's happening here. So you might, and I used to do this all the time, sometimes I still do, but you have to remind yourself, if there's one point I want you to understand today, it's that, excuse me, it's not about getting these lows. Sometimes this one and this one is still okay. But when you really understand that, you understand, oh yeah, it's on the way to these highs. I want to get in sync. Getting in sync, bro. That's it. That's picking up the baton at the last leg, or even that second or third relay in the race, and it just sprints in your direction. And I cannot give you like better trades than that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously buying this low, you would have caught more, yes, but I would rather get in before the big move, man. I'd rather get in before the big move. I can be in and out. I'll probably, if this does sink lower, yeah, I'll probably definitely break even on the rest of it. But you know, getting in, almost no drawdown, straight to profit, fuck, bro. That's what everybody wants, man. That's what everybody wants. So we'll see what happens with the S&P. Oops. We'll have to see what happens. Again, I like the idea of shorts, but I just don't like how we left this. How we left here. I don't care for it. Excuse me. This looks terrible. But anyway, one of you did mention earlier that we did leave a divergence up here. And you're right, because these highs are not the same. Okay, these highs are absolutely not the same. It just, I mean, look at it. The highs do not align together at all. The high for Nasdaq wasn't until 1056. We have a lower high there at that particular point. And then we have a, I can't tell if that's a stop run. That looks like it. Stop run, imbalance at 11:59. Oh, that's okay. That makes sense. That's why 12 shit the bed. That makes more sense. It was that one last push above a high before it dumped. That makes more sense. Okay. So I guess we did leave here with it with a divergence. So I guess you could say that's probably distribution. So I would feel all right, I guess, probably shorting. See, the Dow kind of did that same thing right here, where it just opens and then rips, and it doesn't show me a more clear sign or more higher time frame sign to be manipulation. I would trust that more, and that I'm just not seeing that here. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But outside of that, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I did buy some silver coins though. Well, I bought them on Monday last week, right during this big ass down candle. I bought some more coins. We talked last week about how this was being respected on the daily. So we've rallied a little bit. I mean, but it, I don't know. I bought more coins. I told you I would if we got below these lows. We were stalking that. If you've been following along the last few months, we've been stalking that. We got that. Okay. Where we go from here, I don't know. I would like to go higher. If we do continue lower, I will buy more if we get below this low. Like more silver coins, but like not just more, like more volume too. I'll buy more than 10. More than 10 low coins. Probably buy some bricks. But anyway, let me catch up on the chat real quick. Because I've been looking over there, but I have not been reading it. There's always going to be a few solid pullbacks to get in the trade. Remembering that there's always going to be a few solid pullbacks to get in the trade has helped me develop the patience and not jump the gun and enter too early. Won't happen every time, but most times. I used to want to catch the absolute higher low. Yeah, just like me. And it led to consistent L's. By waiting for that confirmation and being willing to miss out on a few points or pips has changed the game. Yes, I agree. I agree. And all of this was from our discussion yesterday. I don't know if you guys were there for that, but I felt like that was a pretty decent discussion. Pretty decent. Equal lows on dollar. We can look at it. Which time frame are we talking about here for the dollar? Oh, you know what? There is one thing I want to talk to you about the dollar. Or talk to you. All right, fuck that whole sentence. When it comes to the dollar index, I can't remember. That's what this was. Friday's gap to Sunday's open. Do you see that here? Friday's close, Sunday's open. See that gap? I don't think we got that on a daily time frame. Friday's close and then Monday's open is the same. Unless I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. If I'm reading that wrong, please let me know. I don't feel like I did, but that doesn't make sense to me. Because we have a gap from here. So I don't understand that. Yeah. And if I'm reading that wrong, please let me know. But to me, it doesn't make sense. But if we look at it on the 1 hour, if we mark that gap, look what happens here. We have an imbalance inside of an imbalance. Boom. Oh, that 15 looks horrendous. It looks absolutely horrendous. we respect that during London, and then we got a retracement, and then that continuation potentially to go lower. That does surprise me a little bit that we didn't actually get there. Okay. It doesn't have to. The euro, I think, did get to its respective high. So, I don't know. I don't know. It is interesting, though. I will tell you that. So maybe we continue higher. I don't know. But that is one thing I do like. Sunday's gap, not just for dollar, but for euro and for British pound as well. We need to go back over to indices for a minute and take a gander. We'll need to see what it does. Because Willow, you might be right. It may just not do much and creep up to these highs. It could do that. I'm not entirely sure. But we will find out. We will know more in the next 2 hours. And that's one thing I haven't talked a lot about. When we first started streaming here, I did talk a lot about the time constraint. If you remember that. How, like, specifically in the window of the stock exchange, right? Like, this to me is the afternoon session, just 3 hours. Okay? The more time that it spends not going lower, I think the less likely it will go lower in this particular time window. So the thought process, kind of like what you're saying, if it just creeps up there, if it doesn't show a willingness to go lower, then it may just continue higher. That is a possibility. No, shit. I'm with you too. Same idea. We're already up. We're already blessed. And I don't feel like trying to put the pedal to the metal today. You know? I might put the pedal to the metal when I go to the store, though, because I am out of drinks. I know that. So I may have to get a Starbucks drink today. Dude. This lady the other day, she sees me all the time. And there's this girl there named Debbie. Or it's Deborah, but I call her Debbie because this is how we roll. And I was talking to her one time and I was like, yeah, I want a caramel frappuccino, but I don't want the same shit. I was like, I want something a little bit different. She's like, do you want me to make you something special? I was like, go ahead. She's like, do you want to know what it is? I'm like, no, just make it. I don't care. And man, she made the best shit ever. So when I see her, I'm like, Debbie, you know what I need. You know what I need. So she'll go out of her way. Like if it's someone else's turn to make the drink, she'll be like, no, I got to make it. But anyway, there's this other girl there. I don't know her name, but she sees me all the time. And she's like, oh, do you want your pink drink with the chocolate foam or whatever? Which I've gotten a few times because it's like a chocolate covered strawberry. It's incredible. Have a good one, Andres. Hopefully you learned something today. I was like, you know what? That sounds good, but I think I want something else. And I was like, she's like, well, I can make a pink drink, but I can make it the way that I make it. And I was like, okay, go ahead. So she makes like a pink drink, but instead of chocolate foam, it's vanilla foam And then there's also like cinnamon in there too. And there might have been something else. I couldn't tell, but that shit was delicious. I don't know how much sugar is in that thing. I probably should stay away from that. But I feel like I need one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I need one. So that's definitely the vibes that I'm getting. The vibes are saying Starbucks. And you've seen it. If you follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, you know I've been posting the pink drinks. You've seen it. But that chocolate one, like the chocolate covered strawberry one, oh man. Because I don't mix it. That's the thing. I'll give you a little secret, okay? I heard you're supposed to mix the drink and the foam like all together. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'll just have the pink drink, you know, by itself. But dude, when you get to the end and you get to the part where you start drinking the foam, like the chocolate foam, oh my heavens, it's like drinking a milkshake. It tastes like you're drinking chocolate. It's fucking awesome. So, I mean, that drink will not make it home. It's only about a 6 or 7 minute drive from my house. If I grab that drink and start heading home, it will not make it home. That shit will be empty by the time I pull up. Okay? It's that good. So that I think is calling my name right now. It's like, John, you've had enough. You've had enough today. Go get Starbucks. You deserve it. You know? It's that voice inside your head, man. It's that voice saying, you know you want Starbucks. You've been doing good lately. You're not 200 pounds anymore. You're good. So that's the vibes, man. What do you guys think? Let's do a vote real quick, at least while we still got 40 people on, before everybody starts leaving. Should I get Starbucks today? Should I get Starbucks today? And while you guys are voting, don't forget, this is the last week to upgrade your account or membership. Sunday, the 15th, there is still 52 tier 2 members. Okay. There's 52 of you still left. There will be 0 on Monday. Okay. So if you don't want to miss out on the Discord, chat access, on the live streams here, you got to upgrade your account, man. It's not a lot of money, bro. It's not. And it's priced, I think, very fairly. If anything, it's unfair to me, but it is fair to you. Deny yourself, bro. Strengthens the spirit. I can still get water if I go to Starbucks. You ever thought about that? I could get water there. Pierre, go to your Discord user settings. If I go to Starbucks, I'm definitely not getting water, just so you know. But it's always an option. It is an option. But Pierre, go to your Discord user settings, and then go to connections. After you hit connections, you'll see you can connect anything. Your Instagram, your YouTube, your Spotify, all kind of shit. You just log into your YouTube. When you do that, once you log in, you will then see the logo, which is like it's a green circle with a gold sniper. That is the Discord that you can join right after you connect your account. 56%. We got 16 votes. 56% said no. 44% said yes. Man, I gotta get some bots on here, and we gotta rig this election. We gotta be like America. I mean, what? What happened? But you're right, Willow. I probably should practice discipline. But I've been disciplined the last few weeks, man. In the majority sense. But you know what? I'll go with what the vote is. If you guys don't want me to get it, then I won't. But it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. Here I am giving you fucking trades in advance, and you don't even want me to have Starbucks, man. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, chat. That's crazy to me. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. 20 votes, 55-45. We still got like 23 people who haven't voted yet. We might pull a Democratic win here in a minute. We might get those overnight votes in the last fucking 10 minutes. Where are those mail-in ballots, bro? Where are the mail-in ballots? You're talking too much, John. You're giving out too much information. You're gonna they're gonna shadow ban your account. You're right, they might. But we've done a whole lot of nothing the last hour, which means, you know what, Willow, you're probably right. Willow is probably right. Oh, 50-50. That means 12 for yes, 12 for no. I can't, that's not a yes. 50-50 is not a yes. Sean thinks I deserve a taco. I did have some tacos the other day. I did. That was Friday. And I read a little bit more of 48 Laws of Power as well. Very good book. Had to stop working to respond to this. Sometimes denying yourself on something small is good, but from the time to time, people self-sabotage in a larger way after denying themselves in subtle ways. Wisdom from Naruto. Hit that taco truck. I said, oh man, I don't want to look at a taco truck right now. I mean, I might be pretty disciplined, bro, but you put me in front of a taco truck, you're really trying to test mans. Oh, 54%, 56%. We got to end this poll. End it. 55% said yes. 44% said no. Looks like we're getting Starbucks, baby. I love you guys. Y'all are blessed. I will respect your decision, and I will go to Starbucks. You like how I did that? You like how I did that? Hey, you said it. You said, should I get Starbucks? You said yes. You voted. Your vote matters here. So that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with today. Things look a little interesting. It doesn't look like we're gonna get this sell-off. I mean, we still could, but I don't think I'm gonna take anything here. I think Willow's got the right idea. When you're up on the day, walk away, I guess. So that's what we'll do. But in all honesty, I do have to go to the store. I do need drinks though. Like that I was not capping about. Like I do. I need some shit. And Jada, yeah, the mail-in ballots did come in. They did come in. So I think that's going to be a wrap for today. We studied Euro and British pound. We studied euro and British pound. We talked a little bit about the imbalance model. It's not complicated. I mean, if you really paid attention, you could have an imbalance model just by watching the YouTube. I'm gonna put out another free PDF on Thursday. Actually, real quick before you guys go, one issue I shared the inner range liquidity PDF the other day, and I don't think you guys were able to download it, were you? It's like a view only. You were supposed to be able to download it, and I guess this app, I gave them a 1-star review, man. They were like, what's the problem? And I sent them the shit emoji. I'm like, I shared a PDF and it's read only. The fuck is the point of that? I'm gonna share it, but you can't download it. What is that? Oh, Willow could download it. Oh. Maybe I jumped the gun. Oh, well, in that case, I got an apology to go make. Shit. But no, some people told me, like when I clicked on it, it said read only. It said that I couldn't download it. See? 48 laws of power. Always say less than necessary, because the more you talk, the more likely you are to say something stupid. Well, there's a perfect example. All right, so leading by the wrong example here today on a Tuesday. I'll put out the market review tonight for tier 1 and up. But just understand, this is the last market review tier 1 is going to get. And tier 2, that's going to be the last Thursday review that you're going to get. And then it's going to be SMS member only starting next week. So I got to go make that apology and then head to the store. So yeah, expect the market review tonight. Upgrade your account if you're not upgraded already. Look at the Discord, download what I've given you, the PDFs that I've given you, and then expect another one on Thursday for free for the public, which you guys can download. You can share with your friends. You can print it off. I don't care what you do with it. Okay. We want to, provide value for people. We want to get more people on the channel and help grow this SMS community. So be on the lookout for these lows. If we get them, personally, I'm going to take the rest of the day. I'm going to go do stuff. All right. So y'all be blessed. I will see you here same time, same place tomorrow on Wednesday for another episode of live Smart Money Concept technical analysis.
SMC.